woman to be married to this man today? Everyone may be seated. Good afternoon, family and friends. We are gathered here today to witness the union of Jennifer Lynn Bonayuto and Marc Andrew Dunlap in everlasting love. Love is a powerful thing, knowing no limits or conditions. It has a gentleness that softens life's edges, and yet allows us to be stronger and braver in the world. Today, we celebrate that love that Jennifer and Marc have with one another. We rejoice with them as they declare to all present their intent to enter into marriage and stand together for this day forward. Jennifer and Marc, welcome to the beginning of your life together and the place you have found in each other's hearts. Thank you for allowing me to join you on this day in which you commit before God, your family, and friends from this day forward that you will walk as one. In this world, where it seems like so little is considered sacred, one thing remains so. That is the agreement made between two people to share their lives together. Marriage is a most honorable estate, a tender and a profound relationship. And I congratulate you on the journey you are about to embark upon. Both of you have found a way to embrace and to receive the powerful blessings of love. And it is a comfort to know that at the end of the day, you will come home to find the shelter and affection of one another. This love is what has brought you here today. Marriage is more than just the joining of two people. It's the union of the heart. It lives on the love you give each other and never grows old, but thrives on the joy of each new day. Marriage is love. You may always be able to talk things over, to confide in each other, to laugh with each other, to enjoy life together, and to share moments of peace and quiet when the day is through. May you be blessed with a lifetime of happiness and a home of warmth and understanding. Jennifer and Marc have decided today to write their own vows, and at this time would like to read them to you. Jennifer, if you please.
Oh, that's Marc.
Marc, from the first moment we met, I knew I found someone special. After all, how many guys would give up food just to walk around and talk on a first date? Of course, I didn't know what exactly I found until later. Each step along the way, I found reasons to fall in love with you more and more. From your humor to your kindness, simple ways you have found to take care of me. You have a patience with me that I never thought I'd find. You accept me with all my quirks and faults. I can't promise to never get hurt or cause trouble, but I will promise to support you when times get tough. I promise to take care of you when you are sick or tired, to never let you feel unloved or alone. I don't know what may come in the future, but I know together we can fight through it all. I love you.
And yours is still better. Jen, the past 5 years of my life have been some of the greatest I've ever known. In that time, your love and commitment has allowed me to grow as a man and taken me to places I thought I would never go. In those years, we have seen graduations, marriages, sunrises, and sunsets. We have traveled to cities and countries and even found a home for ourselves. As we continue our lives forward to the future, I know that many new adventures and experiences await us. There is no one I'd rather have those experiences with than you. In that time, I vow to always be honest, patient, caring, and I will be there for you during the good times and the bad. I promise to be the man that I see now in your eyes, today, tomorrow, and for always. I love you now and for all the days yet to come.
Jennifer and Mark have chosen to perform a hand-binding ceremony to symbolize their entering into the bonds of marriage. In the history of some European traditions, weddings were celebrated by a simple ceremony in which two partners would join hands and their wrists would be tied with a cord, symbolizing the binding together of their individual lives. It is from this practice that we get the expression, tying the knot. Jennifer and Mark, if you would please join hands.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jennifer Lynn Bonaiuto and Marc Andrew Dunlap, this cord is a symbol of the connection between your lives, and your hands are bound together by this cord, so too will your lives be bound together in marriage. These are the hands that will love you. These are the hands that will hold and comfort you through the years. These are the hands that will give you support and encouragement. These are the hands that will each work with, create with, and use to build your life together. These knots of this binding are not formed by these cords, but instead by your vows already given, and the promises you make in your hearts and uphold each day through your actions. Remember, you hold in your hands the making or breaking of this union. May I have the rings? The wedding ring is an outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual grace, signifying to all and uniting of this man and this woman in holy matrimony. Now that you have all witnessed their solemn vows to one another, the bride and groom will exchange rings as a token of their commitment and unconditional love to each other. Mark, if you would take this ring and please repeat after me. Jennifer Lynn Bonaiuto,
Jennifer Lynn Bonaiuto,
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
From this day forward, you shall not walk alone.
From this day forward, you shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter, and my arms will be your home.
My heart will be your shelter, and my arms will be your home.
Mark, do you pledge to love Jennifer and to throughout your years together be honest, faithful, and kind to her? Do you pledge to give her the same happiness that she gives to you, and to respect her for who she is today and who she will grow to be?
I do.
Go ahead. Now, Jennifer, please take this ring and repeat after me. Marc Andrew Dunlap, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
Marc Andrew Dunlap, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
From this day forward, you shall not walk alone.
From this day forward, you shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter, and my arms will be your home.
My heart will be your shelter, my arms will be your home.
Jennifer, do you pledge to love Mark and throughout your years together to be honest, faithful, and kind to him? Do you pledge to give him the same happiness he gives to you and to respect him for who he is today and who he will grow to be?
I do.
May every joy and happiness be yours. May your love grow stronger and deeper with each passing moment. Your lives are now bound into each other's keeping. Following the commitment you have made before me and in the presence of these witnesses, it is now my honor, Jennifer Lynn Bonaiuto and Marc Andrew Dunlap, to pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Right on.
Now it is my pleasure to present for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Marc and Jennifer Dunlap.
Come in.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? Watching you stand alone, love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty and all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. No.
So to Jen and Mark, it's been a wonderful ceremony. It's been a wonderful time. And I'm going to set this down. And excuse me while I whip this out. That was the exact choice of words I meant. I want to start by saying how thankful I am that we're all here, celebrating such a wonderful occasion. It's difficult to put something like this together in the best of times, so the fact that you guys put something like this together now is just, it's really amazing. It's really stupendous. So well done, everyone. Everyone who put so much work in. Also, thank you to everyone who has made it here. Thank you all for attending. Also, thank you very much to Jen and Mark's parents for raising two amazing people. So, my name is Christopher. I first met Mark about 12 to 13 years ago. I had visited the local gaming store looking for a group. Mark was one of the... Yeah, nerd. Mark was one of the people there who welcomed me in. Afterwards, they invited me over to the local Village Inn. We stayed way too late there, just talking about inconsequential things and annoying the staff. And then we repeated that for week after week after week. Weeks turned into months, months turned into years, and then 12 to 13 years passed. I don't remember the time went, but those Friday nights were fun, energetic, and they were always the highlight of my week. It wasn't too long before I realized that Mark was one of my true friends. So, thank you, Mark. So, over the years, not much has changed between us, but while we don't see each other as much now as we used to then, and we live more distantly than we did then, we're still able to immediately resume where we left off. We still play the same things, talk about the same stuff, help each other in the same ways. So, Mark is a reliable man in my life, and I really appreciate having that. Now, Mark is so reliable that as long as I have known him, and this has happened already multiple times, you can always count on him at least once to complain, I'm getting old. And if anyone is new to that, I can just say 12 to 13 years, he's been doing that since the day I met him. Anyways, but seriously though, I can't express how honored I am that you asked me to be your best man, so thank you. Now, while the relationship between Mark and me has changed a little over the years, life does move on. things do change and we grow, and hopefully newer and better things enter our lives. In Mark's life, the most significant and most wonderful of those changes has, of course, been when Jen entered his life. I'm sorry to say that I didn't have the privilege of being around when they were first getting to know each other, but I did not get to see how it started. When I first met them as a couple, they were already fast friends. They were comfortable in each other's company. They had their own in-jokes. They were sarcastic with each other. You could see how open each one of them was with one another. Mark I saw interacting with Jen that day was the exact same Mark I had known for years. To me, authenticity is the most important part of any significant relationship. It shows that there is a healthy core of respect, trust, and unconditional love that's between the two parties. It was clear then that Mark and Jen already felt safe with one another, and in that safety, they trusted that other person that loved them for exactly who they are. And I know you expressed that in your vows as well, Jen. Since then, I've had the privilege of spending more time with the two of them, and from that bedrock of trust, I have seen them build one of the most solid and loving relationships I have seen. Last autumn, as we were finishing a gaming session at Kat's house, I said something stupid to Mark and Jen. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something about them being married. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was bizarre and really inappropriate thing to say at that time. But it came from nowhere. Feeling mortified, I immediately texted Mark to apologize for overstepping the bounds of decency. He replied, said not to worry about it, and that it wasn't the first time that someone had said something like that. Somehow, inexplicably, I was not alone in my gaffe. So, obviously their bond was so strong that even someone as socially blind as me was able to see that these two were destined to be together. Shortly afterwards, Mark proposed to Jen, making it official. Mark, Jen, you two are wonderful people. You're great friends, and you make a wonderful team. You complement each other in many ways. You support each other, you listen to each other, and you laugh with each other. In this year, you have had to face disruption, uncertainty, and difficulty, and you have done so with patience, hope, and understanding of what is most important, which is the love and respect you have for each other. You guys are amazing, and I know I am not alone in wanting to watch as the two of you grow further together as a team. So, let's have a toast to the happy couple. To Jen and Mark, congratulations and many blessings on your marriage. May you have a lifetime of happiness and love.
Okay, so my name is Alex. My speech is a little bit different, and I'm not an overachiever and kind of memorize half my speech. He had a flip book. I have note cards. Jennifer, my sister from another mister, or a cousin from my mother's side. We go way, way back, all the way back to the first day of middle school. It was social studies. We were assigned to sit next to each other, and the teacher was going over what we needed. And I muttered, I didn't have supplies. You looked at me and said, I can borrow some of yours. It was instant friendship. We were always together in 6th grade, so much so that the teachers confused us. Why couldn't they tell between an Italian and Mexican? From hanging out at school to sleepovers at your house, we were one of a kind. We did some things that wasn't so nice or smart at times. Cough, weapon. Cough, shots of Mountain Dew. Cough, snorting pixie sticks. Cough, cough. But out of that, we grew and made traditions. One thing I learned from our friendship is I should never follow you hiking. If for some reason I do, and once you start running, I will have to run and ask questions later. Otherwise, you will leave me and let me get bitten from a snake. I'm sure if I did, you would feel guilty and nurse me back to health, right? From middle school to now, I have seen all the changes in your life. You meeting and dating Mark was a good change. You actually know how to cook now. Well, mostly. I'm glad you found someone who is a nerd like us. He makes you happy and can handle your stubbornness. It's a tough job. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you two. I know having a wedding with times like these really sucks because it's not what you wanted, but you guys survived being stuck together for COVID, and you didn't kill each other. Well, folks, that's true love. You two can tackle anything that comes your way. Here's to the new changes and traditions you guys make together. Cheers, salud, and kampai.
Thank you to the parents for putting all this together. Special shout out to Mom and Dad for getting the yard together. Can we get a little cheer for them? And I'd also like to say thank you to our bartenders, our music, our photographers that were willing to come out and still run this, and any other guests that, were willing to put in some time to help make sure we were all safe for this. And so that's it. You gotta hold it too.
I have to hold the knife? How does this work?
Smile.
I'm just holding this.
You're just putting his head on our little bed.
Oh, our little people.
There you go. Why are you complaining? That was too nice.
I was ready to game.
I mostly got in your mouth. Look her. Let everyone see your face.
Slowly.
In front of him.
He got it!
Go to church cause your mom is a sister. Visit grandpa every chance that you can.